What is going on, guys? Mikey's Garage here, back with another freaking banger. And in today's video, I had some inspiration I seen on YouTube and I seen from other videos into getting BMW M3s. But yeah, today we're filming a 6-month review on my 2015 M3. If you're looking into getting an F80 right now, depending on what state you're in, I live in Florida, so I don't want to say they've gotten cheaper, because if you go through a dealer, you already know you're gonna get like kind of screwed over. But privately selling, you can probably find one for a lot cheaper. There's a lot more high mileage ones out there too that you can buy for cheaper. I don't really see a lot of high mileage like problems or issues, so take the risk. I'm not gonna take that risk, but if you want to, go ahead. Nobody's ever gonna stop you. One thing I can say is I definitely do not regret my purchase. I am so glad out of all the cars I was looking at, I ended up in an M3. I have all the space and I can still have all the fun. And that was a really big thing for me, and I'm sure if you click on this video, then you're probably in the same category or looking for something close to an M3, and you want the space. Maybe you have kids, or maybe you're just single and you don't want insurance to tax you on a coupe. You know what I mean? There's so many different reasons on why you would want a sedan or why you're looking for an M3 over this car, that car, or the other car. When it comes to my personal 6-month review of this car, no issues at all. I have no issues at all. These cars, for people that are looking into getting F80s, these cars do have a 60,000 mile service that needs to be done, where you have to replace all your ignition coils and you need to do your spark plugs. I was negligent and I didn't do it, and I had an issue where the car started misfiring. So that's definitely something you want to look into when you're looking into getting an F80. If the car is sitting around 59 to like 60,000 miles, ask that person, hey, did you do said service? And if they didn't, see if you can get something discounted, and or look for something else completely. But other than doing the regular maintenance on this car hasn't given me no problems. How people say that things leak and do this and do that and do this, or this stuff's expensive. So if I'm gonna be honest with you, me coming from the Honda platform going to BMW, yeah, things are way more expensive. Which, I mean, you got to understand, there are two different like levels. One's, you know, more luxury, and one's more commuter, just get where it needs to be. And don't get me wrong, I love Civics. Civics will always be my heart. Like that's Honda is where it's at. Like Honda is my heart. I'm never gonna leave that. I may not have any Civics to drive right now, but in the future, trust me, I'm gonna have some Civics. So other than ignition coils and my spark plugs, the car's been running perfectly. I've done oil changes on it. Luckily, I was able to get this car through a dealer, so my oil changes are free. I can't give you guys the exact number how much I paid for it, but I can honestly say that the oil change is not hard. I did it on my cousin's Beamer, and this is pretty easy. It's self-explanatory. If you're mechanically inclined, which I was doing motor swaps and all sorts of things on my previous Hondas, it's basically the same thing. With these cars, you're going to be replacing gaskets and other things like that, so it'll run you a little more. It's not just buying oil and throwing it in there and draining it. There's a little more tediousness to this oil change, but it's not anything that you guys can't handle. It's not a hard process. For the ones that have been on the channel for a while now, you guys know I ended up getting an accident. Damage was to my left quarter panel. As we speak, it's being cleaned up and replaced. As you guys can see now, this looks a little better. I got the bumper on now. We're just getting the fitment of this side a little better, but I finally have the bumper on and everything. So other than me getting in an accident and the ignition coils going bad on this car, no, this car has been solid. Things to look out for when you guys are purchasing: don't let the excitement get to you. Don't bypass or look over these. But if it's a carbon roof car, the clear coat on these cars goes bad. As you guys can see, I have discoloration and stuff like that on my carbon. Definitely look out for that. I overlooked this, and I wish I didn't. But yeah, that's one thing I shouldn't have looked over. And you live and you learn. So I looked over it, and I kind of wish I didn't. But it is what it is. I'm helping you guys out with this heads up if you guys are looking to purchase an M3 anytime soon. And one other thing is this infotainment screen inside of here. So what I'm thinking happened to this screen, it wasn't like this when I purchased it, but as time went on and it cooled off and it got hot and then it cooled off again, I don't have one of those covers that covers the front glass when I park the car. But I'm thinking when the sun was cooling it off, making it hot again, cooling it off and making it hot again, that cycle over and over and over is what destroyed the screen. So when you guys are looking into getting one of these, make sure you guys have one of those shades. Front tint could probably help you. I'm not really a fan of front tint anymore, so I won't be front tinting any of my vehicles. But if that's something that you like, then that could probably save your screen. I'm just gonna get one of those covers when I park. Another thing you guys should look out for when you guys are buying these, like the 2015, 2016, 2017, like the older generations, is the droopy roofs. A lot of the cars deal with that. I know a lot of 2015 owners that have gone through this process of redoing their roof. I didn't really care so much, and I used that as a leverage with a dealer to, you know, drop my price to what it is, because droopy roof, buying a car like that is not the greatest. They purchased it like that, so they were fully aware, hopefully. But if they weren't, then I got a deal. But I was definitely going to use that for leverage. So that's one other thing. And I think that's honestly the last thing I'd say you have to look out for in these cars. There's not really much issues. Like I said, the car's been 100% solid. It's beautiful. But I mean, yeah, 6-month ownership, and not really much I could say. I can't say I've learned a car a lot. I definitely learned how to drift. I haven't posted any explicit content like that because that's not really my channel. I don't really do things like that. If you guys want me to post stuff like that, then, you know, let me know. I can make a second channel, you know, unknown type channel, you know what I'm saying? Some squeeze type channel. And I could post some crazy content like that. But I mean, yeah, bro, I love this car so much. Really happy with the purchase. As time went on, I did figure out that these are not the M Performance grills. The previous owner wrapped these, so my car actually has a chrome grills. But it's like little things. It's little things that you find in your car as time goes on, that you don't even know about. So definitely take your time when you're purchasing this car. I honestly do love it. I don't regret it. I'll do it again 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times over, because I'm literally in love with this car. So glad that out of everything that I was looking at, I ended up getting this. And yeah, car came lowered. It had spacers on it. And then I don't know if this car came stock on 513s, but I'm glad I got 513s because these are some beautiful wheels. As time goes on, I'm for sure going to be purchasing another pair of these if it comes to me getting another BMW. But for now, I'm just going to be rocking the 513s. Another thing to look out for is tires are pretty expensive. I spent about $400 for each tire for the rears. That's why I told you guys I've been drifting. But yeah, these ones now are Michelin Pilot Sport 3s. So these aren't too expensive. These are on the cheaper side. And being honest, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. If you guys are purchasing tires and you guys need to be replacing tires, definitely just go for PS4S's. That's the best tire you can get for this car right now. There's literally no reason on why I was running the Pilot. I think there's the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. Those are the run flats that came in the car. I thought that was probably the best tire to use when it actually wasn't. It was a really low tread wear tire. So I was going through those really easily. And then me sliding didn't make it any better. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much else I can cover on this car. Car's been great to me. I haven't really done any mods to it in the 6 months. The only thing I've really done is I did a resonator delete on it. I purchased a M Performance plate frame, as you guys can see here. So I did that. What else? I don't think I've done much of anything. Yeah, no, I don't think I've really done much of anything. I replaced all the bulbs. So these cars come stock with these yellow nasty looking reverse taillights. I replaced those and I did LEDs. Same thing with my brake and my turn signals. I replaced those and I did LEDs. I think maybe a month in, one of my HID bulbs went out. So I purchased one and I just replaced both because one was like yellowish and one was blue. And then I have an extra set of those just in case, because you know the headlights have done me well, so I can't say they're finicky, but when I first installed them, I don't know, maybe I did them wrong or something, but they're really finicky. They would unplug sometimes by themselves, so I just ordered another set, so just in case these go bad, I don't have to order them. I ended up ordering mine on Amazon. If you guys want to go OEM, go ahead. I'm not doing that because they come in at like yellow, and I like blue ice white looking headlights, so I ended up going that route. But yeah, interior's holding up well. I can show you guys the interior. Interior's holding up well. Not really much, you know. Usually on these cars, the seats gets all like nasty looking here. But I mean, I don't really drive my car too much. Like, we literally have a rental car, and all day I've been in the rental car. This is the first time I drove the car all day, and I started driving the car at like 4 o'clock. So yeah, that's really much. That's not I'm gonna leave this in here. I want this to be raw, but there's not really much else to talk about. Car's been nice to me, and I feel like I've been nice to the car. If she could talk, she would tell you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we pretty much went over everything that I wanted to mention when it comes to looking into buying in M3 and some things you should look out for, and my honest review after 6 months of owning the car. And yeah, man, I'm pretty much in love, but you guys can't let love taint you. When you guys are going to look at these cars, you guys have to like really understand, like, hey, this is what I'm going to be having for a while. And maybe you're the type of person where you're able to get something and sell it. A lot of people really buy to fall in love with and keep. So if you're in that category, then make sure that what you're getting is worth what you're going to be paying. Don't get all super excited just because there's an M3 in front of you and you feel like you might lose a chance, because sometimes you can miss that chance to get something better. So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. You guys can always text me on Instagram or hit the comments on YouTube. I'm trying my best to respond to everything. It may not be instant, but in days to come, I will always respond to you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support that's been going on. I'm going to continue to make YouTube videos. And like I said, I appreciate the support. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.